Once upon a time, in the village of Oak, I lived with my husband, a poor farmer named Chima. We didn't have much, just a small hut, a piece of land he inherited from his late father, and each other. Life was hard, our land was dry, and every harvest was small. We barely had enough to eat, but my husband worked day and night, hoping to make life better. One day, as Chima was digging the soil to plant yams, his hoe hit something hard. Curious, he dug deeper, and there, under the earth, was an old clay pot. It was heavy and covered with dirt. When Chima opened the pot, his eyes widened, and he gasped. Inside were shiny, golden coins, sparkling like the morning sun. He ran back to me, holding the pot close to his chest. "Look, my wife," he shouted, his voice full of excitement. "The gods have blessed us, we are rich." I couldn't believe my eyes. I touched the gold, feeling its cool, smooth surface. It was like a dream, a gift from the heavens. From that day on, our lives began to change in ways we never imagined. With the gold we found, Chima and I decided to buy more land. This land was rich and fertile, and we knew it would help us grow many crops. My husband worked hard every day, and I helped him as much as I could. We planted yams, maize, and beans, and watched the crops grow taller each day. The village people noticed how our farm grew and became curious. Some wondered if we had been blessed by the gods, while others whispered about the sudden change. But Chima and I knew it was the gold that had given us this new beginning. We felt grateful every single day. Soon, our crops were ready, and we had a big harvest. We filled baskets with yams and maize, more than we ever thought we'd have. My heart was full of joy as I looked at our hard work. With our earnings, we were able to build a bigger house, one where our children could sleep comfortably, with food on their plates. It was as if the land had given us not only gold but a new life. We were no longer the poor farmers of Oak, we were now blessed and happy. With each harvest, we felt richer, not just in gold but in joy. Chima and I knew what it was like to struggle, and we didn't want others in the village to suffer as we once had. So, we decided to share our blessings with those around us. One bright morning, Chima gathered the village elders, the widows, and the children with no parents. He told them, "This land has blessed us, and now we wish to bless you too." He shared baskets of yams, maize, and beans, enough to fill their homes and feed their families. At first, the people couldn't believe it. They whispered to each other, wondering if it was true. But when they saw Chima's smile and the food in their hands, they began to cheer. "Thank you, Chima," they shouted. "May the gods bless you and your family." That night, the village gathered at our home. They sang songs, danced, and celebrated under the stars. It was a night filled with laughter and gratitude, and my heart felt full watching everyone together, happy and joyful. From that day on, people looked up to Chima not just as a farmer but as a generous friend. He had given them hope, just as the gold had given us a new life. One evening, as the village celebrated another harvest, an elder named Okiki approached Chima and me. Okiki was wise and respected, known for his wisdom and deep connection to the spirits. He looked at us with a serious face and said, "Be careful, my children. Not everyone will be happy for your success." Chima and I exchanged worried glances. We had only tried to share our blessings, yet Okiki's words felt heavy. He continued, "Wealth is a blessing, but it can bring jealousy. Some may seek to harm you out of envy." Chima nodded, thanking Okiki for his warning. That night, we lay awake, thinking about his words. We wondered who might wish us harm, as we only wanted to help the village. But we understood that jealousy could be strong, like a dark shadow lurking around us. The next day, Chima decided to keep our wealth quiet. We continued to share with those in need but avoided showing too much. We wanted to protect our family and the blessings the land had given us. We still felt grateful but were now cautious. Okaki's warning taught us to cherish our blessings quietly and remember that true wealth comes not just from gold but from kindness and wisdom. As time passed, we came to understand the true gift of the gold. Yes, it had given us a new life, but it had also taught us the value of kindness and unity in our village. We had become closer to our people, not just through what we shared, but through the trust and love that grew among us. One day, I sat with Chima under the shade of a huge tree, watching our children play and hearing the laughter of villagers nearby. My heart felt warm as I remembered the struggles we once faced. We had been poor, but we had each other. Now, with the blessings of the gold, we still had each other, and so much more. The gold had not only given us wealth, it had given us purpose. We had learned that true wealth wasn't in the coins we found but in the happiness, friendship, and peace that filled our days. We felt grateful for every person in our lives, every meal we shared, and every laugh that rang out in our home. As we grew older, Chima and I shared our story with our children and the children of the village. We told them about the pot of gold and how it changed us. We hoped they'd learn, as we did, that kindness and gratitude are the greatest treasures of all. Our story became a lesson, a reminder to the village of Oak that the richest life is a life filled with love, respect, and generosity.